Okay, so I'm in Hua Hin Thailand, and this is going to be my monthly cost of living for October 2024.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us high.
And so the first item on this list, and hopefully you can hear me okay. The first item is the rent. My rent was $451 at today's conversion rate, and the place has a pool, small weight room, nice place, and yeah. So anyway, $451 for 1 month's rent, and you know, that's on a monthly rental. I didn't sign any 1-year lease. I never do. Usually, even if somebody's saying up front that they want a 6-month lease or something like that, if you offer, you know, just ask to go month to month, you know, or 1 month, and most of the time they'll do it unless they really have people waiting, you know, to get into the place or something. And yeah, okay, so rent's at $451. Electricity, that came in at $30. Water, I've got down at $16 for the month. And now on this electricity and water, I am not usually, you know, in the room that much. So depending on, you know, how often you run your air conditioner, it could maybe be quite a bit higher. But in general, the prices here for electricity and that are quite a bit lower. Yeah, so anyway. And then the next item is the cell. So this is something that hopefully will help you out if you're just arriving in Hua Hin or Thailand in general. So when I first arrived, I paid 1900 baht for unlimited data for 1 month service. And that worked out to $57. And so anyway, when I just had to renew my, you know, service so that I would still have data, I went to the same company. They told me 1900, and I thought, gosh, that seems really high, especially for the local people. Yeah, well, for anybody, you know, it's $57 is not really a bargain by any means. Anyway, so when I complained, they dropped it down to 1100. Now that worked out to $33, so I was fine with that and, you know, happy with that amount because it's unlimited data. However, after I went ahead and paid that, I continued to walk around the electronics area there, and I came across another place, a different phone company or cell phone company, and theirs was 400 baht unlimited data, which works out to only $12. And so when you come, you know, to Thailand, you know, definitely check out your options on the phone service if you're not in some kind of rush, because there's just a huge difference in the pricing, you know. So yeah, when you fly into the airport, you're gonna see the major companies there. They'll be selling their SIM cards, but once you get to wherever you're going, I'm sure you can get a better price, you know, if you just check around at a couple different places. So again, 400 baht unlimited data is what you should be paying, I think. Anyway, so my cell bill was 33. And then transportation, I have $120. Now, if I take the bot bus, it's about 30 some cents each way. So really, you can, cut that 120, probably down to $30, for the month. So a lot of times I'll take Bolt, which is kind of like Uber in the U.S. And, so I'll take that one way, maybe take the bot bus the other way. So anyway, it worked out to right at about $4 a day, so $120 for transportation. My food, I went ahead and I'm at about $15 per day. I pretty much eat out all the time. The only time that I don't eat out is maybe picking up a yogurt at 7-Eleven or, something like that. Getting yogurt or mixed nuts or, maybe a bag of chips or something. So anyway, my food, I have that at $450 for the month. And, if you want, you could easily cut that way back. Or you could, you could spend more than that if you're gonna eat at high-end restaurants, or if you eat at American restaurants or, that kind of thing all the time. That amount could go up quite a bit, because if you go to, let's say, McDonald's or Burger King or Pizza Hut, those places, in Thailand, they can be quite a bit more. And so I'm actually outside of Starbucks right now, and the latte here runs about $4. I think it was 130 baht, but I can go directly across the way here, and it's a 30% cheaper at least. And by the hotel that I'm staying at, I can actually get like a Thai milk tea for 40 baht, so just over $1. So there's a tremendous savings, once you get used to the places to go to. If you're trying to live on any kind of budget, you can save a lot by doing that. And all right, so that's the food. One other thing I wanted to mention regarding the food is there is a place at this mall here where you can go down to the basement. There's a food court, and you can actually have a really good meal for $1.40, $1.50, and it's really good. It's really filling, and it's fairly healthy. So again, on this food bill, depending on your likes, and you can really cut that back a lot. And the next item on this list would be morning coffee. So every day I always have usually, a latte or cappuccino, and that runs, I spent right at $85 for the month. And so that's, you can kind of expect to pay that. And that would be at, the coffees here are really, really good. So, they're fairly decent size, and it's, much cheaper than at home for sure. So, the next item on the list would be prescriptions. So I spend about $60 on prescriptions per month, and that's with no insurance. And although I don't know as if I had insurance here, I don't know if that would make any difference or not. I mean, to me, $60 is pretty good. Yeah, so, and that's just me. Some things you might only pay, $5 or $10 for a month's supply. So it's a lot different than in the US. I do want to mention though, when you come to Thailand or the Philippines or any other place, make sure that you have some money in case, money or credit cards or access to money, because there is no safety net. If you show up at a hospital, you need to have some means of paying the bill. So yeah, again, there is no safety net. If you run out of money, you can't go down and apply for welfare or something like that. They don't have it. So yeah, just make sure you've got a reserve of some type, or get the maybe travel insurance or medical insurance. I'm not going to cover those costs because it varies so much according to your age and whether you smoke, whether you drink, all that stuff, or maybe if pre-existing conditions. Yeah, so I'm just not even going to put a number on that. But I do know for younger, healthy people, it's fairly inexpensive if they get the health insurance here. All right. And then the next item I have is a miscellaneous, and that I put down $200 for, and that would be whatever you do, maybe for entertainment, going to the movies, going golfing, whatever it is. Yeah, so I put in $200 for that. And then the last thing is laundry. I always have my laundry done. For me, it's not worth it to sit in a laundromat to save a dollar or two. So that I spend approximately $16 per month. And so the total amount that I spent for October was $14.61. And that amount could have been cut back quite a bit, or it could have I could have spent a lot more if I was buying drinks or something like that. That can really get expensive. So but I'd say that it's a good number. $1,500 in there is it for me. That's a good number to go by. And that's not living on a shoestring budget. That's a pretty good quality of life, much better than what I would get for that amount in the US, for sure. And I would think the UK or any other Western country. So anyway, again, thank you. And that total amount that for me was $14.61. And that should give you a pretty good quality of life in Hua Hin, Thailand. All right, thanks. Bye.